We're rats. We're the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats.
Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Ratkin Chieftain SOVL run. Our wall of rats, our carpet of rats is nicely expanding. Just going to increase their numbers more and more as we go on. So we've got the nice block of conscripts that are divinely protected for some reason, so we use them as a bit of a rat-based meat shield. Our more elite legionaries who can regenerate a lot. I intentionally took the greater replenishment on them because I'm going to be throwing them into the fire quite a bit. I know they're going to take some nasty casualties. Supplementary block of conscripts, and then the real damage dealers are mad burners and demented fire starters. The extra guy they picked up in each one is going to massively increase their damage output, and they're close to leveling as well. So where we left off, we got most of the way through Act 1, made things as difficult as possible for ourselves by coming down the elite path, but it means we generate a lot of gold, which is nice. So not to do but continue pushing on through these elites. Into Gundrick and Vilhide. So dwarves, heavily armoured but nice and slow, should be able to move around them. I'm going first. There will likely be one ranged unit of crossbows, however irritating at the back somewhere. So I'm going to have to deal with those. I would of course love for you to be in cover. I'll put you there behind that so you're kind of safe. And you can be behind there as well. Our tougher unit of these can be placed there. Make sure they're in front so anything shooting targets them. Same proposition here I suppose. Do it like this. Right. Ah, there's a cannon. Okay, so I need to get to that. The issue is I don't have any fast flanking units or anything of the like. I'm just going to have to walk up there and eventually engage it. Because, yeah, it's going to be shooting me every single turn. What I should probably do, if I put this unit forward first, it'll target them, which is ideal for me. So let's just shove the conscripts up. Can I move these to get a shot on them this turn? I can, and I'm out of range of the cannon by being behind the trees. See, even if it turned to twist, it wouldn't be able to see here. So I think I can have this unit of flamers completely destroy this berserker unit. Halfway there already, due to a dismal roll by the berserkers. Dwarven veterans, berserkers who are the two-handed axes, high number of attacks but relatively fragile for dwarves. More warriors and foremen, and the real nuisance. How are we going to deal with this? I've got nothing to get there. I'll probably just have to slowly move this conscript unit around to reach it. What I'll do is I'll just have you stand here and start cooking these dwarves for me. Better roll by the veterans here. There they come. Okay, on your way. Oh, they've completely blocked their line of sight to all potential targets. That's a stroke of genius on your part there. Looking at what they can see, so there's nothing he can target. Wastes his turn. Here, I guess you just start moving up here to flank one of these dwarf units later. Don't touch them, slow yourself down, that would be silly. It's going to take a lot of cannon fire as we try to get to it, but never mind. I'm quite content to not charge into the big burly dwarven line. Let's deal with this first. 3 left, which makes it easier for me to get away from them. Where's that cannon? If I ran this way, would I be caught by it? I don't think so, but just to be safe, I'll come backwards this way. Yeah, definitely safe there. Or they come. I could flank that unit right now. The issue is they're veterans, which are a right hassle because they're fearless, which means they'll never ever run from combat. Once you get stuck in with them, that's it. You're going to have to beat them all to death. But I think this unit of halberdiers can manage it. I'm going to move out of the line of sight of this, which is convenient for me, so we'll just get to there. They've made it so I could, in theory, flank them that side. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shoot the veterans just to decrease their numbers so it's easy to kill them faster. Stop rolling 5-ups, it's annoying. And I'll move you away. Unfortunately, that conscript unit is going to get shot by the cannon. But what I could have done is I could have moved them first, and then I could have shot them and I would have been fine. But I guess we're doing it this way around. Bang, yeah. So it gets 1 to 3 hits with the cannon, and then its power, I believe it's power 8 for every shot it fires. So this is going to hurt, unless you roll 6s. Double 6, we lose 1 cannon, gets a direct hit from a cannonball. 1 rat rather. So here we're going to ignore everything else and just get up to that cannon as fast as we can. You're going to endure, I think I only have to endure 1 round of it shooting you, which is ideal. Yeah, do I want to put you into that unit yet? Not really, I'm going to be honest. I'd rather just stand here. So the benefit of charging a unit in the flank is that it counts as an intercept, so any charges the enemy attempted to perform get cancelled. We just get the free flank charge. There are no other charges I particularly want. Yeah, no. I could flank them, but they'll actually lose that after a while. Okay, so here I'm going to have you turn and shoot, and the hope is that I can get... I need to see if I actually kill it first. I do, excellent. And then start moving you this way to put more of your damage down into targets over here. Forward he comes. I might as well just shove this unit forward now. I can reach it this turn. Can I get into the flank? No chance, I've nearly got the movement. So front charge it is. Lose a couple of conscripts. Doesn't do anything to my damage output because they're flying back there. Right, now you just move away. So it's a dwarf warrior unit which isn't fearless like these, but the defense 5. And irritatingly, the Gundrick here has the shield wall ability. I'll show you what that does in a second. I'm going to use this unit first. There's absolutely no value in using Deadly Strike, but then there's no multi-wound targets except for that, which they're never going to get to, so just use it now. I'm going to move you out the way somewhat because it makes it easier for me to have you stand there. In case they hold on, I can flank charge them. That gives me enough wiggle room to shoot you here. Ooh, 8's good hit. Third of the way through there, and then I can easily escape in this direction. Actually, if we're smart, what we should do, I'm intentionally going to escape down here. If this unit is locked onto my flamers, they'll chase them wherever I go. If I put them there, they'll turn and face me and get to see both units, and I'll be forced to make a decision with the conscripts. Whereas if I just do this, just get to there and then start twisting to see him again, I'm fine. No, don't stand in the woods, that'd be very silly. They won't reach me, and then they're just going to move forward a bit, and it makes it much easier to handle them later. Okay, in goes Pinky into the dwarf veteran, so equal skill, heading on 4s, 2 hits, and an equal power to defense. They just killed 2 of them, get ratted, and then our Pinky Stormfangs. So 2 attacks each of the front rank because of Dark Rift, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Equal skill. Terrible hitting, but then they can only save on 4+, despite the fact that they're defense because of the Halberd special property. 2 guys hit back, killing nothing. They'll likely hold here because they're fearless. Yeah, they have to roll terribly to run away. As long as we're stuck in combat with them, you might as well go in. And you can stop the cannon's 2 attacks in melee are less intimidating than it constantly barraging me. We knew that was coming. Can I get there to shoot it this turn? No, we're going to have to wait a turn. But next turn we can continue the roasting. You, however, will be fine because I can just do this. 7.6, I can escape, so move to there. You can test out if you can escape their arc before you take the shot and lock yourself, so yeah, but I know for a fact I can easily get there. I was hoping for a few more of these would be dead so they don't get quite so many attacks into my poor legionaries. Now they hit well. Yeah, they do the correct amount of damage. I take a huge amount unnecessarily. Oh, they're only power 3 though, so I don't take too many. Moral support from the conscripts there. Over here, this isn't going to be too impressive, but I do at least have better skill. It's defense 5 though, so it rolls awfully on its save roll and I can completely kill it. I apologise, skittering rodents, you did amazingly. Cease the underestimation of our mighty Ratkin conscripts. They're already routing this turn, so I'm just going to see how many I can kill with shooting and call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot it turns out. See if we can completely clean the field of filthy, stinking dwarves. 4, that leaves Gundrick alive on 1 wound, he got away with it. Crafty devil. A bit singed for his efforts, but still alive. Until the rats eat him, I guess. Couple levels. 8 of 10 is fine. I obviously don't need that much replenishment, so we kind of got away with that there. Conscripts leveled. I would like more conscripts. More conscripts is good. More rats, please. Always more rats. And then the flamers leveled. These I want. Oh, 4 of them. I was gonna take the reroll the ones, but I think having an extra one again is just too good. You're going to do so much damage. And these flamers don't have the option of any of the better stuff, so I think I'm going to try the random mutation. Let's see what we end up with. Putrid Hide. This is what I mean. Reroll hits in close combat, so a completely worthless level. We were better off just taking the looter. But sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You have no real say in the matter. That's obviously gold. You're fine at your size, and I'd like the extra guy immediately. 415 isn't bad for gold. Let's see what we get from the shop. Interesting. So we're not going to take the monstrosity despite how cool it is because it's not part of the theme, so we're going to leave it on the table. So we're going to take either swarms or slingers. I haven't played with swarms before, and it very much does fit the... In terms of sheer number of bases, the slingers would of course be more because you get like 15 slingers or something, but I think this kind of... I like the idea of it for just sheer number of rats on the field, so yeah, that's fun. I'm going to take the swarms. I get a level which is cool. An extra skill or an extra attack. I'm not going to take the replenishment yet. So going from skill 2 to 3 doesn't help our offense pretty much at all, because almost like 99% of stuff you encounter will at least be skill 3, so we're still hitting on 4+. What it would do is actually secretly a defensive increase, because anything that was skill 3 hitting us would be reduced from 3+ to 4+ to hit. So would we want to increase our defensive properties on the rats a bit, or just go with more attacks? I want more attacks. More rats biting, chewing, gnawing, conquering the world one tooth at a time. So there you go, and then we get some upgrades. Our chieftain gets some things. I'll just leave that for now because I'm curious to see. Yeah, my conscripts can get some really cool things. I want the curse standards on both of these units. +1 attack for 1 round of combat. Great. Make my conscripts truly intimidating in combat. Banner of Fury for the charge. They're spearmen, so I'll likely be allowing things to charge me more often than not. It's less of an upgrade. So 107. I could take banners of swiftness on things. On both of these conscript units, and then buy a weapon upgrade. How much do these cost? So the upside to being in a unit is that I don't care about my defensive properties because you don't rely on those unless every single member of the unit is dead. So I can discard my hand weapon and shield, which just get me power, which is nice for something better. So would I want more power in the great weapon or an extra attack? I think the attack is usually better just for numbers. So that's 35. That's 35. That's 35. That's 105. Yes, I can get banners of swiftness and all these guys to speed them up, which is excellent. And I can buy you 2 hand weapons. Let's go berserk, Pinky. Yeah, we got our new swarms there. Claws, so that I didn't realise. Power 1, defense 1. That's remarkable. I don't think I've ever seen a unit with a stat line that low. They're fearless, so they'll never run away. They're basically stuck in combat. Frenzy, so you get to re-roll all of the attacks that you miss with your skill 2. And 6, so we have 18 attacks, skill 2 re-rolling. So I mean, we'll hit on 4, so that'll be 9, and then we'll re-roll the 9 we miss. We get about 13.5 hits at power 1, which is power 2, so don't throw yourself into anything. That's defense 5. I guess you could do a bit of damage in the first turn of combat. Otherwise, it's basically just a tank unit to hold them there with 15 wounds, unbreakable, fearless. While I do real damage with these things. While we're here, let's stretch this out. I've got enough guys. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Do I want to do it again? That's a bit... We can do that later. I think we'll stick with this for now. And you'll find as you are. So we can go for a heal. We don't need the heal. We get like a little bit of XP maybe, or some healing on guys. I think we're net-wise should be better off taking the random event. The Forgotten Tomb. Okay, so we can pull out gold in exchange for sending guys in. Now, unlike many campaign runs I play, I've got chaff to spare. I can throw in loads of rats to pull out things here, so let's pull out a load of gold and see what I can get. I'm going to lose some conscripts, but I can just heal those back. So 20 guys in the search party going in and see what I get for that. A huge amount. That's amazing. 230. You get a command discipline for you is kind of unlucky. There were much better magic items, but 230 gold for only losing 5 rats. That's huge. That's incredible. I'm almost inclined to think I should have thrown more in. There you go. We'll take it. And we lose a couple of conscripts here and there. Do I want to shrink these units now and to benefit from the 3 ranks a bit more? Yeah, I think so. Just for now, I'll put you there and there. So if I get charged, I get more attacks. That's reasonable. So against Marius the Undying. So undead. Equally as unbreakable as my rat swarms. Right, with this battle map, with the big thing in the middle, I like to position all my guys on one side. Waste a lot of the enemy's time, so I try dragging themselves around this end so I can engage everything here and ignore this flank. So rat swarms there. I'll put one of the flamers here so that they can start cooking things on this side, and then one on this, maybe like that. They can just start shimming over there and incinerate as they want. Which of you are the divine rats? You are. I'll put you on that flank, just in case there's a bit of help. Otherwise, yeah, that should be okay. Right, so in terms of the enemy, we've got direwolves, the skeleton knights are the biggest threat, and then the zombies, skeleton, and then skeleton. So these are chaff. So these three are the ones we're concerned with. They have no shooting tools, so let's just pass as many times as I want. They've positioned in such a way that it's basically trivial to get a flank charge on them. Don't mind if you do. And I'm going to move a load of other things until I see their fast stuff move, namely those knights. They know what I'm doing. Now you move up here. You'll move out the way in a moment for me, which is convenient. You, I think I can have you come up and start cooking your way through zombies. Not go any further forward than we need to, that'll do. 6+. So because we upgraded ourselves with a potent mixture, we're now power 6 on the attack, and they're only defense 3, so even their 5s won't do it, they can only save on 6s, so this won't take long at all. Okay, you're going to deal with that, and I'm just going to stall a couple more turns until I see what that unit is doing. But one more, which I can do by using you. I've got just enough units to do this, which is great news for me. Okay. Can I get onto these units to shoot them without them reaching me in combat? No, I'm afraid not. That's unfortunate. Best case scenario then is I get as close as I can, and then next turn when they inch forward, they'll get just close enough to, I'm hopeful I can get close enough to shoot them and then back away. We'll see what I can effectively get away with. But yeah, this will have to do for now. They're going to be difficult to actually outposition, they're quite fast. I'm confident I can kill the direwolves in one shot, so maybe I can just get through those and ignore the skeleton knights, flank around them. I'll engage those in the flank so they can't move. 5 direwolves should be no problem. Okay, so they move forward, perfect. Okay, so now I can shoot them, turn, and hopefully escape. I'm going to wait for the knights to position first so I know what I'm dealing with though. Let's just use you normally. Kind of hopeful that you come around this way and don't flank those. That'll be mutant. Kind of get up here. No, okay, they're going straight for my... I'm going to have to engage the zombies then. Fine, let's thin them down while I can. Oh, great. Oh, that's you could do a lot more than that. The alternative strategy is that I have them kill this unit and then I flee them. They then get out of position. I can just continue to ignore them for the most part. Or I could just send, maybe I'll send the tough conscripts in because they should be fine to just deplete that whole unit on their own. You then start getting in the way of these scarier units. Don't block the charge, of course, but you can just stand there to intercept later. Good, okay, now with these on out. Can I shoot this unit and run? Yep. Well, let's test it out. So if I go 4.5, which is exactly... So a quick movement trick. Turning around 180 degrees costs you exactly half of your movement. So that's 9 to 4.5. Does that then allow me to escape? Yes, it does. So let's do that. So we'll shoot the wolves. Do 8 hits. Getting all of them, fantastic. Oh, can I escape this way? Maybe. I might be better off coming this way and then just moving around them. I think I'll try this. And then I can just kite the knights while I roast them to death. Okay. Pinky versus the direwolves. Hits 3 times, kills 2 of them. His accompanying stormfangs kill off the rest. They eat one of the rats in exchange. Seems like a fair trade. So they're going to charge, but I'd rather you not. No other charges for me. Yep, they're going to waste turns with units I don't care about. I need to see what that one does. So I'll have you start making your way around here. Don't go too close, I don't want to engage them before I need to. That'll do. Pretty slow, but not that slow. They can reach some stuff. Here I'm going to use my curse standard for +1 attack, just get them to hit more. And then here. Away from these. Oh, interesting strategy. They've elected to completely ignore the unit that's most deft at killing them all. I'm not inclined to stop you. This isn't going to take long if you just keep ignoring me. Okay, so you're there, which is convenient because I don't even have to fight you at all. I can completely skip them. Just stay away from them. I can have these rats flank the zombies when they inevitably hold, because they will. I've just got the numbers for it. And then I'll have you step back. Good. Now the eagle-eye among you may have realised that I did squash these units down to 5x5, and now they've stretched out. When I tried to play this battle previously, it hard crashed on deployment, so I quickly reloaded it and jumped back in, but didn't remember to stretch the unit out, and it doesn't save that between the last battle. So we're back to 6 across apparently, which is fine in this instance. We get more attacks. Oh, they had an amazing save. That's really irritating. Fine, I get 3 up saves re-rolling because I'm a special rat. So no damage. So we win, but there's loads of them, so they'll just crumble 3 more and they're still there with all of their attacks. It's a hassle. Start working these over. Recharge them. Go, my rats. Don't particularly want to charge anything else right now. They've moved into a position where they could hit my rat swarm, so I ideally want to do something about that. I could charge them with these. It's a lot of warriors to fight head on, I'm going to be honest. Maybe if they're all dead I might be able to just flee them. I doubt it, there's 14 zombies, I'm not going to kill all of those. So unless I stop this combat from happening somehow, they're going to catch me. Okay, I need these 2 units to move so I know what I'm doing. Don't move that far, you'll get flanked for no reason. I think you'll be okay there. Before they comes good, I can now shoot in position away from you. Quadruple 6, okay, just rub it in then. I'm going to move this way. If I moved here, what would happen is they'll turn around and then get a kind of guaranteed flank on that for no reason, so I'm just going to put you there. They've now turned to face you, which makes a lot more sense, but kind of late, guys. Ooh, 9. 8 wounds, there you go. They're now losing guys, which makes it easy to outposition them. Get a bit stuck if I go that way, so I'll go this way. Good to think a turn ahead or 2 when it comes to positioning. Yes, I could escape in that direction, but then when they turn to face me, where am I going to go? Comes to forever combat again. I'm going to be here a while. We're not exactly amazing, either of us. So they got terrible skill and power, and I reroll my saves, so no damage again. This is why I was willing to engage this conscript unit with the zombies there. More often than not, take no damage. We reroll, which is cool. Oh, maybe... No, I'm not going to quite get them all. Good damage, but... Yeah, the lackluster first round means they hold on. Well, if you moved forward, you might have been able to escape. And I can't even intercept them because they're not the closest. Well, blast. That's annoying. Fine, I just have to flank them later. Sorry, rat swarms. I'm going first, am I? Okay. I want to save that unit, so I'll just use this one, I guess. Just have you get ready to flank them if you need to. Good. I know where they are now. What I might be able to do is back away enough here to escape them. And then turn around and get a flank on the skeletons. It's going to be tough. Would I be better off going this way? Probably, yeah. No, can't move that far. Can't move that far. Not be able to escape if I do that. So I can get out clearly, but then I can't twist around. My objective is to get out of the charge range of that annoying unit while still being able to see those. So if we have a look here, I'm out of their radius now if I'm there, so it's the blue line. Is it a side charge though? Yes, I'm majority flank and I can see them, so I should be able to hit them in the side. They're still after my poor guys, which is fine because I knew it, so I'm going to have to suck up getting into combat with them now, but there are so few of them left, I don't think it'll be an issue. There's an skeleton left along with the White Lord. I can't escape, but I'm just going to charge them anyway, so don't worry about it. But what I could do, can I have you run over there and shoot them? No, I'm going to have to forego that. Never mind. Nice try, but no. Half a skeleton knight left. I'm going to have to waste another round of shooting on it then. Okay, so 5 zombies should be easy enough to handle. They do find a killer conscript though. It does help for combat resolution though, because I'm going to take very little damage considering the paltry turn of combat that these skeletons just managed, and all the attacks I get into them are also good for combat. I mean, we've won already, so they just lose 1 to 2 more. If it was a regular unit that could run away, it'd be great, but no, they're just going to stand there and menace me forever. So you're going to charge these. I'd rather... I could flee them and just have them waste their time moving forward, but I think I'd rather you be active so you can come around and shoot something, so... Would you be able to? So you're going to shoot them and then take a while to get around here. They're eventually going to get into combat with something. I think I'm left or right, so... I guess putting the flamers onto those zombies would be good, so yeah, let's just deal with these. They can see me, so they can side charge. I could double hit this unit and completely wipe it. It leaves me in a bad position to deal with the zombies later, but whenever the zombies charge, I can then flee and position around them with other units. That's probably the way to go. I'm very lucky I got away with that. It's good. You're just going to stand there and flank them, but I'll run away later. Here, let's use our curse standard. Now, a little bit of eccentricity here. We are incredibly fortunate that that one skeleton warrior survived. That's because when we do our attacks, it will all go into the profile of the unit, which will be that one skeleton warrior, so defense 3, skill 2. If he was dead and it was just a White Lord, we'd have to hit the White Lord stat line, so skill 4, defense 6, which means all of my attacks would bounce off. Because that one is live, all of the calculations will be done against its stats, which are much easier, and any wounds I do to it will carry over to the White Lord. So we're likely to actually kill it this turn. Whereas if it was just, wow, max damage. You could have done that last turn, that would have been through them. Oh well. Start coming around here. And you move over to begin roasting the big block of zombies, eventually. Not yet. I may have miscalculated it. I was assuming these skeleton warriors would be dead so I can run away. They might actually hold on and stick me in place. Pinky hits 3 times, killing 2. They hit my rat swarms, killing... Ah, that's weird. If I had just one save, I would have kept the rat swarm and I wouldn't have lost it. And they don't get their rerolls because it's not the first round of combat either. That's annoying. And then these guys... Yeah, I'm not going to do it. They're going to hold on. 2 skeletons left. That's really unfortunate. Over here, the White Lord kills 1. Okay, this is a big deal. Can I do 4 wounds that I need to kill the skeleton and the White Lord? 13 hits, that's good enough. Yes, I can. Got lucky. I mean, I did way more than I needed. Otherwise, if it was just him, he'd be basically unkillable because he's defense 6, he'd save him on 2+, and he regenerates all of his wounds at the end of every round of combat, so I'd never ever be rid of him. I can't flee here because of these wretched 2 skeleton warriors. There's not really anything for anyone to do. Yeah, you're not going to get into combat, you might as well start making your way around here. And I can't shoot them anymore because they're still in combat. Oh, skeletons, and you're not running away. Yeah, now we kill them. Now the rat swarm rolls a 5-up save. Too late, guys. I needed that before. Yeah. Amazing combat resolution means nothing because they just lose 3. Over again. Okay, let's have you go into their flank. I mean, we'll win because they're just zombies, but it's a bunch of wounds I didn't need to take. Anything else to do? Just skip the rest. Just gonna hold spacebar for this because we're gonna win combat, but we'll lose some. We lose none. Excellent, good roll. And they're routing this turn. We got away with it. Take that, zombies. Rats are superior. Terrific. Terrific. Okay, there we go. We've got some regeneration to do. Our chieftain level, Pinky, has ascended. An extra skill, an extra attack, or discipline. I'll take the extra attack. I'll pick up the skill later. 4 to 5 is more useful deeper into the campaign when you counter skill 4 stuff. And the conscripts, extra gold. I think it's time to mutate them. Let's see your mutation. Can't see it's at the bottom there. Necrotic Confusion. Unit counters reanimated. Never fails a discipline check. Loses D3 wounds, +1 defense, so it kind of synergizes well. It slows them down, -1 move, but I've got the Banner of Swiftness, so they're just back to normal, which is pretty quick for rats anyway. So the defense 4, which synergizes well with our Divine Protection, and they don't run from combat. So this is now the ultimate stand there and hold them in place unit. They're never going to get by me. Gold. I would like my rat swarm back because they're not combat effective without it. Ooh, can I get away with not healing these for a turn? I'm not going to get a lot of gold if I don't, but I want the numbers. Give me more rats. Max out my rats. Yeah, we have delightful rat numbers now. Am I going to stretch one here? Maybe I'd consider it. Only 2 at the gap. Only 1 there. I definitely consider it with you. Yeah, I think I'll go maximum size. Just let things charge into me and then hit them back a million times. Good. Okay. The flames will stay as they are. The rats will stay as they are. Right. The Act 2 campaign screen. So how are we going to handle this? The principle is much the same, where we want to take as many battles as possible with the aim of getting as much gold to generate units. However, the equation changes, of course, when we get to the final row of shops. After this, taking extra battles is foolish, because what would you be spending the gold on? There's no more shops. So after this last round, you no longer care about fights, you actually want the campsite, because replenishing your guys in preparation for the final boss before you go in is by far the best thing you can do. Maybe there's a 1 in 100 chance you get something really cool from a random event, but overwhelmingly you just want to aim for the campsite. So we want to get as many battles as we can throughout this section, leading into allowing us to take this. So how do we do that? Well, we can go 1, 2, 3, and then a shop, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, a random event. So yeah, that's maxed it. So 3 fights, and then we get the elite and a bunch of fights, and a random event for a bit of spice, and then our heals. So that's perfect. Anything else I think is just a slight downgrade, because going through a campsite here is terrible. Just a bunch of random events we'd rather avoid. You can go 1, 2, 3. No, you just get an extra random. It's just always worse. So yeah, we'll go with the easiest path here. So starting there. It's Northman Raiders. Right, a lot of, as the image gives away, lots of fast cav and wolves to deal with. They're going first, which is great for me because you want melee armies to go first to give away their positioning. So on the flank, on the sort of flank, maybe this way around instead, so there, so you can cook things. Something will come barreling towards you to get shot, I'm sure. You can go there, and you can be sort of there, so you can shoot across either direction. You hold the middle. Give that a go. Right, so we got big botches of wolves, horsemen, and then some axemen we really don't care about, the lowest priority. They're going to come charging forward, in which case what I might do is bait them with these. I'm hopeful that they'll come forward in such a way that I can hit them with the flamers, and they won't be able to reach anything. The one thing I can't do, unfortunately, is flee the rat swarms because they're frenzied, so if they engage them with something, that's it, I'm just going to have to suck it up. The Abyssal Hounds, I think I'll bait them into charging my, what's their power? Power 4, power 5 on the charge, so even with my defense 4 I'm saving on 5+, but re-rolling. I think I can win a fight with my conscripts if I just let them hit me. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah, they'll go straight for it, which is fine, I don't care. You can charge them. You're going to start making your way around here to contend with this irritating horseman unit. That will become a problem later. Just stand there for now, don't go too far. I want to make sure they still target me. I know where they've landed, which is good, so I can just get you up and out of the way. Perfect, stand there. Well, as you run by, take your shot. 6. Yeah, a lot less damage from those. I can kill them next turn, in fact. And because there's less of them, it's actually even easier to fit into this slot here. Great. Forward they come, so I know where they're going to be. I would love to get up here and flank that unit, but I don't think I'm going to be able to with those hounds in the way. You're a fantastic unit to do the flank with. So because they're closer to me, they'll be able to intercept. If I stay nice and far away and do this, well, I have to be able to make the charge, of course. So it's hard to see because of blue and white, but I can just about make out when I am or I'm not in range. So I can get to there. I'm not visible, there's a slight gap there. I can't reach them, so I need to go further up. 8, move, twist. So I'm out of range, I can see them to hit them. So it all depends on whether or not this Abyssal Hound unit is going to intercept me. If so, I'll end up having to fight them instead of something I actually want to fight, which is a real hassle. Can I just run away for a turn and buy time? No, I can't escape, I'm too slow. So it'll just have to be this. I just get nice and close, so I can hit them. They're gonna intercept me no matter what I do. You win this round, Abyssal Hounds, and they move to there, which is good. I knew they were going to go for the swarms. I can't stop it, so I'll just take the damage while I can. 6. Very below average, I'm afraid, for what you could have gotten there. Bad news, rat swarms. This is going to hurt. I'm going to try this. I don't think it's going to work, but it's worth a go. Yeah, they just stopped me in place, you wretches. I could intercept them with the flamers, in theory, but I think that would be... Would I win? I'd get, what, 1, 2, 3 attacks, hitting 1.5 times on average, power 3. I re-roll because of Future Hide, so I'd actually get 75% of 3, which is what, 2.25 hits on average. Power 3, defense 3, they take 1 wound, and then they get 2 attacks back, getting 1 hit, dealing 5 up save. I just about win, and they may run away, but it's a ridiculously silly thing to take on face value, so I'll just... There's no point in charging. I'll just counter charge, whatever. I'll let them hit me there. Don't charge back, because then I lose attacks from my back rank, so that's fine. Could intercept them again. No, thank you. If I did this again, I'd probably swap them around so I could intercept them with the conscripts, but never mind. I can't flee the rat swarms because they're frenzied. The one downside to that. I have to go first, so what I'll do is I'll stall with this unit. Let's use my curse standard and defeat them after they smash their way into me. I don't know where they are. Do I want to fight them with conscripts, or do I just want to... No, I need to leave this unit free to kite around the horsemen and kill them, so let's have you charge up here. I could... I don't know what your plan is, to be honest. I'm just going to have you roast them for a turn. Now you're going to get them stuck, so let's just make sure you're in a position where you can't be seen by that horseman unit after it inevitably defeats the... That's fine. Quick trick, you can look at the kind of facings of their flanks to see if they can see you, so their blue cone of what they'll be able to see will basically run synonymous to that line, so yeah, we're definitely safe. I now know where they are, and they've moved into a position... I don't know if they can technically hit me there, which would be... If they can't, that's amazing, because then I can just ignore them. I suspect they can now, annoyingly. Shoot those while you have the chance. Yeah, 1 less horseman, and then get out of the way. There's no point in using your fancy ability, you definitely want to save it for those. Here we go. 5 attacks now on Pinky, they saved 3 of them annoyingly. Take a bit of damage because they're pretty tough. But I do kill them more conveniently. And I lose that one I lost meant I can't be reached, which is good news for me. Here we go, so the hounds, 5s, but re-rolling. Well, he gives it away, I lost 3 there before you can see the roll. And then can I kill all 10 of them? Good hits, that might be enough. No, but I did kill 8, so I win handsomely, which is more than enough to convince them to leave. Okay, here we go again. This is going to hurt. Yeah. I take 8 wounds, so I only lose 1. Good hits back, but terrible damage, so they're just going to tank it, yeah. We're not going to run because we're frenzied, but now ordinarily with this holding unit, you now get something into their back, but I have nothing spare to put into their back, so that's unfortunate. You're going to deal with them when they start coming for you, so don't charge that. I don't really want to fight all those horsemen head on. That's terrible. Reanimated also does the flee thing, I didn't know that. Okay, so we have to take them head on. Ouch, okay, you're going to lose that fight quite badly. Well, they're only power 3, I'm defense 4, re-rolling saves. I'll do a lot of saving, so maybe they can't hurt me. Yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. I'm going to stop not charge this turn. If they turn to face me, fine, I can just kite around them. If they don't and stay on this unit, I can then put them into the back. It should allow me to get a really nice rear charge. Me first, okay. What am I going to do? It all depends on what this unit does. If it comes forward, I can move up. If it turns around... So yeah, what I'll do is I'll go first with this one. Do a lot of damage. That's still below. The average, by the way, is 8, is what we're looking for when we do that. So we're not doing well at all when we roll that. Okay, they turn that way. Fine, I can just take my flank again. Or not even bother if I'm inclined. In fact, I can just ignore them and have them be cooked to death. Well, that doesn't work long term because eventually this unit is going to get freed up and I'm going to need the flamers to deal with that. So probably better that I just devote you to dealing with them in the fight. I can clearly see them, they can't see me, good. They've now turned to start smashing you, so let's get rid of them while I can. That's better. slowed down by the fact the enemy keeps rolling above average, but never mind. Can I escape this? Yes, I can. They're back in the fight, which is really bad. I was hoping they wouldn't come back. Okay. And then can you get away from them? Probably not, but that's actually really good positioning on the part of the horseman unit. Yeah, I'm not able to escape this. Can't go that way, you can't go forward to get away, they're too good in movement. Can't go left or right. Oh, I can escape, okay. Yeah, I'd rather just not fight them head on. Honestly, they're a bit too strong like that, I want to flank them. Let's just move around for a bit. Here we go again. You continue to decimate my poor... Good, they're now all dead, I can start shooting them properly again. Just wanted them out of the way. Here we go, okay. So it all comes down to how many saves I make. It's 4+ for the first turn because of their wretched power, but after that I should become very durable. The only thought... It's a draw, so I don't lose more to combat res, so hopefully to start peeling out ahead of them now. Charges, let's just have you break them. There's nothing else I particularly want to do. Right, they've moved into a position to do basically nothing, which is convenient for me. I have to wait to use that unit because I need them to move so I can get around them, so... Do I want to use Curse Standard now? I'm not saving it for anything, so we might as well yet. Okay, I know where everything on this flank has moved at least, so it's easy to position around. Can you get into their flank on this side? Probably not, in all honesty. What if I turned right around and came this way? That doesn't work at all. Okay. Tighter. Ah, this unit's movement is too bloody good. It's always going to be a front charge. I can escape again. So I can escape here, and then I can come over here and cook that unit with my 3 flamers. That should be more than enough to just eliminate 2 hounds. I'm going to gamble and assume I manage it. I can't... Oh no, can I not get away? Okay. Okay, here's what we can do. Move here, we'll take this on, we'll cook the hounds. They'll then charge me, I'll flee, and then when they get out of position I should be able to get into their back next turn with the legionaries. That's a good little sequence there, I think. The hounds are dead. So you're now stuck, you're going to have to... I'm just going to move a bit further away in case it doesn't allow me to flee because of their high movement, but I think I can escape. And now you know where to go. Can I get away from this? Yes, I can easily. So get to there, shoot them. Good. Start moving them down. Okay. Here we go. So 4, so they roll above average annoying. Now it's 3 up to save. Re-rolling. No damage. This is what I thought was going to happen. So my damage output isn't great, but I will just mathematically beat them every time until I eventually fail a discipline check. Not this turn, but maybe next turn. This is just by sheer overwhelming numbers. Lose 1, how unfortunate. They run. Can't legally declare a charge against me because that unit's in the way, so I'm fine. Here we go, so you're going to get charged, you're going to flee. Oh, come on, they managed to thread that needle, did they, and got me. Well, I'm not taking that on, that's a load of unnecessary damage for no reason, so ignore that. And there's any charges I want? No, not here. They got stuck. Okay, I don't get my magnificent rear charge, but I get my flank charge at least. They're still running. Ah, they got stuck as well. Funny. I guess I can just put these back here then. 10, that's more like it. Take that. There you go, basically eliminated the biggest threat. Let's try and rally you. You're back in the fight. Excellent stuff. I mean, they would still be there to charge you if I don't do something about this, so I am going to have to flank them this turn. But I finally got what I wanted there, so I'm happy. We try and rally. It's pretty easy to rally these because their discipline's low, but you get a point for every rank you've got, so 1, 2, 3. It's not 6, it's 9. We go get 3s, but re-rolling. They do no damage. Divine protection. My divine undead rats here. What a weird unit. Eventually you will fail a discipline check. Can't hold on forever. They're going to charge me, not on your life. You're going to come all the way over there for reasons that are unclear. Maybe I can reach you to cook you with this unit. Can I see around that? Can't tell. No, the fact I'm in woods is costing me basically all of my movement to escape them, so I'm not going to be able to do this. And that's apparently too close to the enemy to stop. No, you get away with it. Well done. I'm going to move them over there and deal with them then. I have to waste a whole round of shooting. They rally, but they can't move, so what I can do is I can spend one turn dealing with this, and then turn around and deal with that. Otherwise, we're going to use Deadly Strike on Pinky now, because every wound we do will instantly kill a horseman. They've got 2 wounds each, so doubling them is great. This is exactly the kind of thing you want Deadly Strike for. And then this, I don't know, come over here and flank these if they're still going. Here we go again. They're rolling above average, annoyingly. We're rolling. As so am I. Well, by the way, it's... I mean, I should get a lot of saves. I shouldn't be saving everyone every time. That's pretty amazing, but I should still be winning. They make their annoying morale checks. They're finished next turn, though. Here we go. It's really good to break these this turn. I won't have to... Oh, Pinky hits every time. He's going to do amazing. He kills 4. He does 8 wounds effectively for combat resolution single-handedly. And then the halberdiers a couple more. You lose 1, fine. That's, yeah, can't roll a -4 on 2 dice, I'm afraid. Charge them in the back. Confirm, I can just kill these easily enough. I mean, they're routing this turn anyway, so I'm just doing this out of petty malice to try and kill them all. Like this, for instance. You are all dead. Excellent work. And just skip the rest because there's... Who rallied? They're still on the field. You're going to get away with it. I'm not going to be able to kill them. Damn. You would die. I think you'd think those horsemen would probably, after what happens here, they're going to make the strategic decision to advance in the opposite direction of the field. You'd still take no damage. That's incredible. I knew I would win, but I didn't think it would be that one-sided. Because they're surrounded, that last guy gets completely mulched just by a huge swarm of rats constantly gnawing at him. So my swarms ate it, which is my valiant swarms doing their best there. The legionaries have leveled. Mutation size or gold. I want size. I want more rats, more rats, more rats, more rats. More rats immediately. Oh yes, it's better. 19 is fine, and 14 is a usable unit, so some much needed cash influx. These are full HP. You need the extra size to even be useful. Just there. Okay. Yep. That will do, I think. Do I want to stretch the legionaries out now? Yes, because they only benefit from second rank, so having extra guys behind is basically completely pointless. That's too depleted to be that size now. That's very silly. So in fact, we want our 3 ranks, so we'll do that. You're good at that size, I think. I'll replenish those next fight. Otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with how that sits. I'll leave that there. I think because of these, we're playing these all melee swarm armies, that it's going to be very slow battle, so I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. It means a lot. If you have any ideas for kind of thematic-based SOVL runs, please do let me know. I'm happy to take feedback on board. I take the time to read all the comments, so if you leave anything, it will definitely be seen. Or if you just want to chat with me and others, that's fine too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.